Coming up next on the Jeff Crilley Show, you're going to meet the great Shavon Smith. She is a mom. She's a certified TEDx speaker. She's a best-selling author. She's a serialpreneur. She's my friend. She's on the show next to talk about her journey.
Many are predicting that the worst is yet to come, which is unfortunate, said one person here. Until now, they've enjoyed the reputation of being the nation's icebox.
Watched a burglar in his home this morning by webcam.
As a journalist of over 25 years, stories are what make my world turn.
Reporting live from the Dallas newsroom tonight, Jeff Crilley, Fox 4 News.
But in 2008, I took the jump from my familiar life and started a PR firm from my home.
We're talking about anyone with a camcorder like the one I'm using becomes a television network.
We started slowly growing the company, and we now have over 100 clients, and we've branched into the world of live digital broadcasting. I now own 8 different TV studios and have a huge team, and the stories that I now get to share are sometimes the most important of my life. Life has a funny way of coming around full circle. This is the Jeff Crilley Show.
Well, I love people who have found their calling. Many people search their entire life and can't find a direction. They can't find true north on the compass. Shavon Smith found this when she was just a child. She's a best-selling author. She's a certified TEDx speaker. She's a serialpreneur. She's a proud mom, and her kids are in the studio right now.
Yes.
So welcome to the show.
Thank you so much. I'm happy to be here.
Wow. Okay, we talked about you finding your calling when you were a child. What's your earliest memory of service?
Practicing at home was something that I enjoyed doing, practicing catering to other people's needs. So my mother, she was over at what we called the prayer band in my home church. And that was where she ministered and served the seniors that were members of our church. And she would make me and my sister come, and we were taught how to clean their homes and how to cook meals at a very young age. Wow. And she was instilling in us the heart of servitude. We also were candy stripers
I remember
at
that.
Centera Norfolk General in Norfolk, Virginia. My mother was a nurse for over 30 years, and her passion and where she really served those that were sick was those who were on hospice. And she will bring us in to come and sing to those that were on their, that was experiencing their last days.
Yes.
And we were there to read scriptures and sing songs and make them smile and play bingo and play dominoes.
And you never felt like as a child you were being dragged into
No,
doing something you loved
I got
to do.
joy.
Huh?
I got
That's
joy
awesome.
in it, in doing it, and to see those that felt forgotten and those that felt hopeless and those that didn't have family,
Yes.
to be able to put a smile on their face, it made me happy at a young age. And it was something that I said, I want to do this for the rest of my life.
Beautiful. We're going to pull up your website. And as we scroll down the website, let's talk about the kinds of audiences you like to speak to and the kinds of clients that you like to coach.
I like to speak to anyone. I believe that I'm not just called to just one audience. I believe I'm called to anyone that has an ear to hear and wants to experience the love of God.
Yes.
The Father has given me a special way to demonstrate His love, just with how He's wired me. My personality is very magnetic. No one is a stranger, and I actually use it as bait to bring you in so that I can share the gospel of Jesus Christ. And it's not always me preaching and Bible thumping. It's demonstrating it in my life, being His hands and feet.
We're going to pull up your sizzle reel, and this was created a couple of years ago, but we're going to put this on the screen because you do live a glamorous life. I had your husband on my show recently. He's dressed to the nines. I mean, he's a style expert, and you're a very powerful woman. So you're a power couple, but you also have this humility about yourself. Like
Thank
you
you.
don't take yourself all that seriously.
No, I don't. I think if you ever get to a place where you think more of yourself than you ought to think, you'll lose your ability to impact lives. And I want to model my life after the life of Jesus as much as I can.
Yes.
And Jesus, he never made a big deal about himself.
No, he didn't.
He always
He
said,
didn't.
listen, my will is just to do the will of the Father.
Well, I'm going to ask this question deliberately because your kids are in the audience right now. If God took you home tonight, and I don't wish that upon you, but if God took you home tonight, what do you wish that your children learned from the life that you lived?
It's so funny. I just spoke this on, I do Cyber Church online every Monday. And I said this on Cyber Church this past Monday. When I leave this earth, I want my children to say, our mother impacted so many lives for the glory of God, that people came to know him because of her. I want them to say that she exhausted everything she was called to do. There was nothing left on the earth for her to do. She completed her assignment. That is what I want to leave for them. A legacy where they love God for real, not just love church, but love God, where they treat people the way they want to be treated, where they honor people and listen and try to understand where people are.
Yes.
And that they will not get stuck in the religious system where, again, they're only impactful when they're in the light. They're only impactful when the camera's on.
Yeah.
They're only impactful when eyes are on them.
Yes.
But I want to leave a legacy of having the character of Christ even when it's dark, because it's just who you are.
Yes.
When I leave, people will say, she loved God for real.
Well, let's talk a little bit about your parenting style, because even in the last couple hours, I got to witness a little bit of it. Like, you're a firm mom.
I am.
You have boundaries for
I have
your
a
kids?
good balance.
Yeah.
So I probably confuse them because I'm very firm, but I'm also very fun. But I appreciate that they're able to understand both sides. So they know when mommy is serious, and they know when they can kind of push the envelope a little bit.
When you're being serious, what do you say?
My face is serious. My tone is serious. No, there's no smile.
I'm looking at your kids.
You need to interview them. And we need to ask them, how do you know when mommy's serious? I think my eyes are different. My finger gets to pointing. And they're like, oh, I don't think she's playing right now. But I want to make sure that we parent in a very balanced way.
Yes.
A lot of children that are raised in Christian homes,
Yes.
Traditionally Christian homes, or those that were raised from a Pentecostal background,
Yes.
a lot of us came from strict upbringings. So we miss out on a lot of things that could have been beneficial to our maturation and
Yes.
giving us good social skills and being able to be educated and knowing things outside of church culture. And so when I became a parent, that was one thing I was very serious about, making sure that we raise our children to have balance. They can still play sports, but be a light on the football field, be a light on the basketball field. You want to go into entertainment, you go in there and you be a light for Jesus Christ in the entertainment sector. So we parent very well, and our children now are of age. Our baby is 17? I hope I'm right. They're in the audience. My baby is 17, but he's coming up now to be like one of my best friends too. Our kids are our best friends. That's who we hang out with. That's who we vacation with.
Well,
that's who we laugh with.
You did such a great job. I met 3 of your kids in a firm handshake, look you in the eye.
Thank you.
I mean, you did a great job raising them.
You.
All right. So
my husband did some of it too.
All right, give some advice to other parents out there, because we see on the news all the time snowplow parenting, bulldozer parenting, drone parenting, helicopter parenting.
Yeah.
Are parents like not allowing their children to make mistakes?
Yeah, and that's pressure. And I think pressure, if not taught on how to handle pressure well, is what's leading to a lot of these children committing suicide and just feeling like they don't have the support that they need. So they find support in places and with people that they should not. I think it's very important for the parent to ensure that the child knows that they're safe.
Yeah.
And that nothing is so bad that you can't come and communicate that with us.
Well, I think back when I was a kid, my mom would say, "Don't touch that stove, it's hot." and I'd get closer to, don't touch that stove, it's hot. Third time, okay, go ahead and touch the stove.
Yep, touch it so you can feel it for yourself. And then once you come and say it's hot, I'm going to bandage it up. I'm going to give you what you need, but I'm also going to say, now do you see why I told you twice not to put your hand on that stove?
Yes.
You know?
Yes.
So I'm going to love you, but I'm also going to remind you of why I'm the parent.
Yeah.
And why you should listen to the parent.
And I think kids need to stub their toe or bruise their knee, and
it's good for them.
We're going to rub some dirt in it, and you're going to be better.
Yes, yes.
So, okay, final thoughts. We have about 2 minutes left, so I want you to leave the audience with final thoughts.
Well, you know, Jeff, the day that we're living in, there's so much uncertainty going on in our nation.
Yeah.
A lot of questioning, where we're going, what's going to happen. And I just want us to rest in the confidence that God is going to take care of us, and that we have no need to fear. The earth is the Lord's and the fullness thereof, and all of us that live therein. And so it's just time for us to come together and pray. And pray that his will be done. Pray for our president. Pray for those that sit in seats of high places and make decisions, because they need divine instruction, divine wisdom from the Lord. So I would just encourage us to bind together and band together more in prayer, so that we can make decisions that agree with heaven.
So beautiful. Thank you so much for sharing your heart, your wisdom, and your faith with us. We're going to end with her website, which is ShavonSmith.com. The great Shavon Smith. Thanks for coming on the show.
Thank you.
You bet. That's it for now. We'll see you next time.